I have the privilege of introducing our student speaker for this evening. Her name is Chigozie Madu. Chigozie is one of our 80 students who are currently receiving the Robert J. McGuire Scholarship. That was a result of the Fred and Judy Wilpon Challenge, which many of you helped us to achieve. So please join me in welcoming Chigozie.
Good evening. My name is Chigozie Madu, or in my language, Chigozie Madu, which means God bless you, or God blesses. I am a sophomore in the nursing program. When I was 13, I volunteered at Elmhurst Hospital in the neonatal intensive care unit. There, I worked with nurses who did their best to nurse extremely sick and prematurely born babies back to health. That same year, I traveled with my parents to their home country of Nigeria. I often visited an institution very similar to the one that I volunteered in. The difference in both quantity and quality of medicine, knowledge, and equipment was astounding. I learned that Nigeria had one of the highest newborn mortality rates in the world. After returning to America, I continued to volunteer in the NICU, and I realized that it was my dream to become a NICU nurse. I wanted to learn all that I could and use the knowledge that I received to go to countries like Nigeria, where the knowledge and resources are lacking, to educate future neonatal nurses. One of the first major steps to achieving this dream was to get my nursing degree. After visiting multiple schools, my heart was set on St. Francis. As I walked into that great institution, it felt like I was coming home. A profound sense of community and belonging came over me, and I felt no need to continue looking. However, the financial burden of attending a private college was still ever present. I could already feel the stress of the soon-to-come payments. That was when I was blessed with not only the overwhelmingly generous merit scholarship, but also the Robert J. McGuire Scholarship. It erased all of the stress and allowed me to focus on studying and becoming the best nurse that I could possibly be. I was also a part of a tight-knit community that showed love and compassion towards me, much like the love and compassion that I will show to others. I still remember being able to attend a Brooklyn Nets game at the Barclays Center. After the event, 3 other scholars and I were able to go down and meet one of the players and get a hat signed by them. I remember as I was walking to the player, and even as I was shaking his hand, I did not know who he was. But I felt the excitement. It was only after I came back home and I showed the hat to my brother did he exclaim, "You got an autographed hat from D'Angelo Russell?" He is the #1 point guard of the Brooklyn Nets and the best possible person you could have gotten an autograph from. However, as my father often says, to whom much is given, much is required. I knew that I had to not only take this blessed opportunity, but I had to transform it into something that could help others, much like it has helped and is helping me. Like Mr. Flood often says, and like Mr. Gregory just said in his prayer, it is in giving that we receive. The generosity of this college and its members has become a major catalyst for the great things that will come out of my life and the contributions that I will be making into the lives of others. I find it truly fitting that you all are now called our believers. The help that you offer us is not just for the sake of giving things away. Your contributions are investments. They are tangible demonstrations of your belief in the students and their dreams and convictions. So on behalf of my fellow students and the people that we will each touch in the future, I say thank you to our believers and the SFC staff that works so hard every day to ensure our individual and collective success. Your grace will never be forgotten, and we will do our utmost to pay it forward. I came into this college with this.
We have props.
And I will always be a McGuire Scholar and a St. Francis Terrier. And this is what I will be leaving with. And every student here and in the college will leave with something that you made possible. Thank you.
Outstanding, great job.
Bless you.
Hold on. Mom,
Yes,
share the names of your other children, and then explain
what they
mean in Igbo.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Our first child is our son, Chigozie Madu, which means he's in God's hands. Our second child is our first daughter, Chinwendu, is in Madu. God owns life. Our third daughter, Chiamaka Madu, means God is beautiful. And our last child, Chigozie, you heard, is God blesses. Thank you. God bless you all.
Fantastic.